Yes, it does.
Are your parents legal? I'm asking a question. Obviously, they're not. Maybe you were born here.
Don't listen to his bullshit.
Maybe you were born
To
here.
me.
But were your parents legal?
You are racist.
Yes, it
you
does.
You are a racist.
Because they shouldn't be in this country.
Racism at
They're
its
milking
finest,
this
ladies and
country
gentlemen.
dry.
Oh my God.
They can go back to whatever country they were born in.
Everyone in this country was not from here. We're all immigrants.
Exactly.
We're all immigrants.
Look,
A lot of people have better be born.
That's what God gave us. That's what makes us all equal. He gave us rights. Now fuck you.
Mexico is very hard on their borders. Why don't you go down south?
This is going to prevail. Heaven and earth will pass
But you
away,
lost the land. Thank God you lost the land. You think we want America to be like Mexico? No. If you want it, go to Mexico. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
You're browner than us. He is browner than us. You go to Mexico. He has accused me of dying of AIDS. He has called me a girl. He is homophobic. He is racist. Why would we halt Islam? Islamic people do nothing wrong.
When your butt hurts, the best you can do is some sexist insult about her bleeding and being on the pad. You've insulted women as fat pigs, bimbos, and referred to us as bitches.
You pulled the sexist shit with me, and you might need some fucking stitches.
I'd like to see you lose, Grandma.
I've seen your fucking bigoted imitations making fun of how Chinese people speak. Oh, but I guess you have to appeal to idiot racists when your ideas are so fucking weak.
Dude, your penis is weak.
Well, it's just crazy talk. That's ignorance in its purest form. You know, I think we need to rethink this strategy. I don't know why the police even bother policing those demonstrations. They're not protests. Those people advocate for the overthrow of our legally constituted government. What I would do is let them fend for them. Let them fend for themselves. Let the good law-abiding people of New York clash with them for disrupting their lives, disrupting their businesses. Then the police can show up and arrest these subhuman creeps for creating a disturbance. That we can do.
I'm just more interested in what
So are you binary then?
I am not.
Well, let me prioritize your voice.
I don't think that's fair as a white cis woman. But
I'm actually not cis, but what does that mean?
I'm saying that's not fair for me as a white cis woman. So you're trans then, or you're non-binary.
Didn't you just say you're non-binary?
You asked me if I was, and I said no, I'm cis.
Okay, you're cis.
You're not
Okay.
cis.
So you think it's unfair to talk because you're cisgender?
No, I'm supportive of the trans community, and I think that it's important that we listen to trans and non-binary voices first.
Hi. You think everyone's opinion matters equally?
Not in this one.
Like if you're willing to be educated, I'm willing to teach. But if you're not willing to listen to what I have to say,
you aren't necessarily an educator, though. That's the problem. Everyone. I know.
So
exactly. So we're gonna.
Maybe as us as trans people, we have a little bit more.
We have more
understanding than.
We have more knowledge on this subject than other people do. We have the.
You don't have to go on the sun to talk about the sun. Look into it. You can read the statistics.
But someone who has been closer to the sun would have a better experience.
I think they'd be dead, to be honest.
Yeah, they would. But like, if they wouldn't, they would have more to say.
I can tell you how hot the sun is without going to the sun. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, but anyone can tell you how hot the sun is. Anyone can tell you trans people are trans. Isn't trying to have a discussion.
Have you gone to go have a discussion with Peterson?
What he said was that he would not acknowledge our pronouns. That is not the same as saying he wants to have a discussion.
And he said because and gave a reason. Now, if you went and asked him for more to have a debate on that, if I say I don't believe the sky is green,
to talk to him, I wouldn't be safe in that.
You think he'd hurt you?
A transmasculine person in a dress talking to transphobes is never safe, whether it's physical or verbal.
Okay, so you're not willing to have a discussion because it wouldn't be a safe space.
I am not willing to have a discussion about whether or not I am real and valid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't like him.
So, but you're promoting love while you're hating a guy.
How can you support Trump? I just don't.
Because I want to save America, personally.
By how?
Well, you know, here's my thing. Here's my thing. How about this? How about this? Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. There are bigger issues than Trump's rhetoric. Bill Clinton is a rapist, so if you vote for Hillary Clinton, you're putting a rapist in the White House again. But here's consensual. He settled multiple rape cases, sir. But here's my thing.
He's not running for president. I believe this is Hillary.
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for
Do
president.
you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for president.
So is Bill not going to go to the White House then?
Bill will be in the White House, but Hillary.
So do you want a rapist in the White House?
2,000 years later.
Donald Trump would be in the White House if he won.
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hillary is running for president.
You're not answering the question. Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Bill is not a rapist.
Settled multiple rape cases.
Hillary is running for president. What do you not get about that?
Do you want a rapist in the White House?
Hi haters.
Hi-ho.
Welcome to my channel. I'm Kennedy. And today I want to talk about feminism. I'm a feminist. I'm a huge feminist. Some people might call me radical. Fine, I'm radical. The first thing I want to address is this concept of being equal to men. Some people see that as, well, we want equal opportunity that men have. We want to be respected. As men are respected, we want the world to cater to women like it has been catering to men this whole time. We want to be equal to men. We want to be like men. I don't want to be like men. That's not what feminism is about. We don't want to be like men because men kill each other. They start wars. They rape women. They diddle little kids. Why would we want to aspire to be anything like men? Feminism is about being better than men. Men have fucked it up. They've fucked up everything. We don't have to say, oh, we just want to be equal to men. That's stupid. We don't want to be equal to men. We want to be better than men. I want to be better than men. I don't want to be the average douchebag that walks around jacking to porn. That's stupid. Nobody wants that. We shouldn't aspire to be anything like men at all. Toxic masculinity is disgusting. Machismo is disgusting. That's all disgusting. And that's the kind of feminist I am. I think women are better than men. And I'm not saying all men are bad. All men can't be better than the current state of what masculinity is. I'm just saying they're few and far between. And if they're not part of the solution, if they're not feminist allies, then they're part of the problem. Let's not aspire to be anything like men. That's not what feminism is about. And if that's your concept of feminism, you need to read a little bit more and educate yourself. Feminism is about raising women up so that we can fix these issues that we deal with, so that our children don't have to be treated like shit, taken advantage of, hurt, sold into slavery. Peace out.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Is a Canadian where they have very, very strict gun laws. And where the gun laws work, we in the United States have 50,000 gun deaths a year. Miss Southern in Canada has fewer than 310. So, Miss Southern, here's my advice to you. Go back to Canada, get the gun laws changed there and obliterated, and then come back on Sky and let us know how well that worked out for you.
Let's let Lauren Southern have a chance to respond to that. That's quite an accusation, Jeffrey. Dora.
Oh, I would love for the gun laws to change in Canada. If I were an individual that were in America in a mass shooting, the first thing I would think is, I wish I had a gun on me. I wish I were able to defend myself. The gun is an equalizer. As an individual, if I were attacked, I would have many men who attacked me I couldn't outpower. I would want a gun on me to defend myself from rape, from being murdered. If I was in a mass shooting, I would be a sitting duck. As much as you can love and trust the government, they still have to make that call. They still have a time to get there. And if there were someone with a gun in the Orlando shooting or the Paris shooting, any of these places, these mass deaths could have been stopped. Even the Eagles of Death, the concert that was playing in Paris, the singers said that I wish there was someone in there with a gun so that this could have been stopped. I will try to change the laws in Canada, and I wish I were in the States right now, and maybe I'll go there someday so that I can have the right to defend myself from both people who want to attack me, do me harm, and from a tyrannical government.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the bastard son will pop the clock to feed himself.
Hillary is running for president.
Won't answer the question.
Why is this an issue about Bill? This is
well, you made it an issue about women. You made it an issue about women. So if you're going to call out Trump's rhetoric against women, why don't you call out Bill's actual rape?
Because Bill has nothing to do with this election. This is Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
Bill has nothing to do with this election. He's campaigning for Hillary. He's Hillary's wife.
We're not talking about
Can I
Trump's
say something, please?
Go ahead.
This should be about Trump's policies versus Hillary's
I
policies. Yet, videos are being released that are showing what type of man Donald Trump is. Specifically, I'm referring to the video from 2005.
What do you think about the email leaks that show who Hillary really is?
I don't care. Hillary, listen, Donald Trump said on this video that he likes kissing pretty women and that...
You don't?
Sir, can I finish?
You like kissing ugly women?
Excuse me. Can I finish my statement, please? Thank you. I don't appreciate that either.
All right, well.
What I was saying was, Donald Trump said on the video, you can grab a woman by their pussy. Do you support that? Because you just said you support Donald
I support
Trump.
his policies.
But how can you say you support Donald Trump?
Hillary Clinton has said racist things, said she's called black people super predators. Why don't you talk about that? Email leaks have shown how Hillary Clinton has called her own supporters dumbasses.
Donald Trump,
like you,
said that Mexicans are rapists and murderers.
Never said that. Never said that. He said illegal immigrants, sir.
Illegal immigrants that are coming into the country are
That's
rapists
right.
and murderers.
Yes, there are dozens of cases, hundreds even, of illegal immigrants raping or murdering citizens. That's a fact.
I think there are more Americans raping and murdering people.
So just because rape happens, we should just let it go on in more abundance?
No, we shouldn't.
Well, that's your logic.
But Donald Trump is saying that all Mexicans are rapists and murderers.
Never said that. Literally never said that.
How can you generalize a population like that? How can
Hillary Clinton said half of Trump voters are deplorables, and he's sitting here quoting a quote that never even existed. Never happened.
So why don't we talk about banning all Muslims from the country while we're at it?
Well, we are in a very... Do you think radical Islamic terror exists?
Yes.
Okay, so you wouldn't want a vetting process at all for people coming here from Muslim countries that hate our way of life?
Donald Trump said we should ban Muslims.
Didn't answer the question.
From entering the country.
Not forever, he said, until we figure out what's going on. Terrorist attacks have been happening in this country. Do you want to stop terrorism?
I would love to stop terrorism.
So don't you think we should maybe vet people coming from these areas?
How can you do that? That's stopping an entire...
Are you aware that ISIS has said they will infiltrate the refugee program with militants? Are you aware of that?
No.
So does that change your mind?
No.
So you want ISIS here?
I really don't want ISIS here.
Yeah. I just tricked you, and that's what you said.
No, I don't want ISIS in our country.
Do you want to vet the refugees?
Entire Muslim...
Here's the thing. Donald Trump has... Here's a policy. Donald Trump has proposed safe zones in these areas so we don't just have to bring them here unvetted. What do you think about that?
I think that stopping an entire group of people, an entire race, sounds awfully familiar to...
Even if we're at war? Even if we're at war?
I don't know. That sounds a lot like 1945.
Have you ever read the Quran?
New study out today that says women become unhappy as they get older. Well, the flip side, men get happier as life goes on. Now, the researchers, a couple of economists, by the way, they say it happens when we each turn 48. And of the major factors coming down, it's all about money. Now, what's that all about? We're going to debate it. Mark Rudolph is a no-nonsense man, and Tracy Burns, our Fox Business reporter, joins me to tell us what's really going on. Tracy, is this true?
Come on.
I mean, come on.
All right, first of all,
don't get me started.
I know you've missed me, Mark. First of all, this study was conducted by mostly men. And when men conduct anything, they talk about their finances because men judge themselves by the size of their wallet, toys, dare I say. So, you put all your toys together in a parking lot and it makes you happy. If they were to ask other questions in this study about spirituality, about the other aspects of our lives, that women would have taken over. I mean, first of all, a woman hits her sexual prime at 35. Things get much better for us.
Hey, I'm 35. This is good for me. All right, Mark, all right, go nuts, because I know you're going to go nuts.
Well, first of all, you're presuming that unhappiness in women begins in middle age. I'd say it starts when she's a little girl, when she's taught that happiness derives from shoes, jewelry, boob jobs, and pedestals. And what's interesting, oh, come on, Alexis, and then you have boys who are taught that they're supposed to make girls happy. I was on the radio 2 weeks ago in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the host related a story. He overheard his son and daughter talking. So brother goes to sister and says, "How come you always have money and I don't?" And she says, "That's simple. I have a boyfriend and you have a girlfriend." The fact of the matter is, boys are taught that they're supposed to make women happy.
No, he's actually living in the dark ages.
There's that.
I'm not living in the dark ages. This is reality. And if either of you women has ever dated women, you would know what I'm talking about. But you pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mark,
so
let's
what's
get back
happening in middle age? What's happening in middle age here is that women who bring 70% of divorces are divorcing the men that they never wanted to marry to begin with, and so now that's what's making the men happy.
That's interesting because we control the household spending, don't we? Because we're working more than ever. All right, let's get back to the survey, though, all right? Because basically what they're saying is that we are happier in our early adult life and that women are more likely than men to fulfill their aspirations earlier related to material goods and family. That is true, wouldn't you say, Tracy? And a good thing. It takes men longer to figure out what they want to do in life.
Well, I just think this whole notion of basing your happiness on material goods is part of the problem, hence part of the reason that this thing was run by men in the first place. If there were women on the panel,
Tracy.
If there were women on the panel, they would, I mean, ask any woman if she would choose her car over her children, and she'd take the kids any day, whereas I would question a lot of men out there, quite frankly.
Tracy, I can't believe what I just heard you say.
There's a reason that women live longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men, and that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
My nigga, you just got roasted.
Everybody has to make himself or herself
You're
happy.
giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
My nigga, you just got roasted.
I got a little bit of that anal cream for your asshole.